Well, welcome to Kurre's video blog. I've been watching the subscribers on my blog, and it looks like there are people around the world. Well, not really around the world, but anyway, that's English speaking. And I've been talking in Finnish, my native language, about what I'm doing here in my wood turning shop, and mainly I work with segmented art, if you could say that what I'm doing is art. Occasionally I use hardwood in one piece, and I'm turning balls from the wood I got, different shapes, and the finish is either oil or, in this case, a plastic coating, or for drinking, for wine or whatever it is. This is one example. But as I said, I'm working with the segmented thing, segmenting wood, and when I cut these pieces, 12 in one unit, circle, I use this kind of rings for after the gluing to get it right. And drying out, I will sand the faces and glue those together again, as many as I feel to have in my product, what I'm doing. It can be a sugar bowl, or with a lid on, or it can be for the candies, whatever. And when I'm cutting out these pieces, there's not much left overs, but when I do a square thing and taken out for the bottom or for the lid, a round piece, I get leftovers, depending about the size that I'm working with. So that immediately after I cut, I glue those together, because the wood tends to bend when lying around. So avoiding extra sanding, I glue those together, and I'm stockpiling this kind of pieces, and later on I start gluing those together again in different ways. And when that is done and I got to a bigger piece, I start thinking how I can use, because what I'm looking for is the lines. When the wood is growing, I don't remember the name for what was it, these lines that you got here now in the wood. And then when I use the lathe for turning this one, the finish will be looking nice. So last night I got some time, or yesterday, not last night, yesterday I got some time to be here in the shop, because I'm working outside with my house, and now it's raining. It was raining yesterday and it's raining today. So now I got here pieces cut in a 15-degree angle, and mahogany, Kaya mahogany. So what I'm starting to do now is trying to clean up this one a little bit. and it's very simple and straightforward. Taking a piece of sanding paper, and then I take my piece, one of the 12, and I start, not this one, it's too range or too heavy, so this is 240. So I just start cleaning up, and the cleaning up is that when I cut these pieces, because the wood is a little bit soft, it's not really what I would like, and so I'm polishing the corners for the loose things. So that's the general idea using this sanding paper here. And this I will continue 12 in each ring, and 3 rings, and I will glue those together, and then I will continue what I've done before, and we will get back to that later on. So now I have finished these pieces with a sanding paper, and the next step is that on a flat surface I'm using a piece of plastic, and the reason is for that is that when the glue it gets over, it's much more smoother and cleaner, because when the glue dries or whatever, this piece of plastic you can just rip off. So generally I just start by brushing whatever there is loose things, dust, pieces of small wood, whatever there is. Point is to keep it clean. And I start with this first piece, and I have here a small rubber band, and I just clamp it to this surface, and then I just go around adding glue to both sides. This will guarantee to me that I do have glue everywhere, and just stick those together, and I will continue with the next piece, and again brush the dust off, put the glue on the face. It's not evenly, just around, because then when I put this to the previous one, I just turn around and it is glued evenly, and no loose spots with no glue. So now I got this last piece in there, and put the cap on the glue, and now I take the rubber band, just stretch it over, then I will take a piece of paper, towel, and take the excess glue from here from top off, take the clamp off, and where did I put my, here. This is just a basic house clamp that you use the, well, whatever pipes you want to press together, and put it on here. Take the screwdriver just tightening first smoothly, not much, and then I start. And now you see the glue, what it gets over, is on this plastic, and I will just put it on side and let it dry, and then I just take it off. And I can reuse that same plastic. Now I will check, take the rubber clamp off, rubber ring, and I see that all the corners are evenly and there's no cap between the segments. So far so good. And I will now take this a little bit more down and I start tightening it up. Well, that was one, two more to go for this one bowl. Okay, so what I did on this one, I got the 3 rings. But on the bottom side, there is something new that I haven't done before. And to demonstrate it, I got this first ring. And I've used the lead to turn a circle in here. That's about 5 millimeters thick. And then I got a round piece. And what I did was to glue this piece in here. And then I got a place to put this piece into the chuck. And when this one is done, then I will glue as many rings as I see to fit my project, and the result is what you just seen. So that for the outside to get this same appearance on segments all the way from bottom to the top. So what I've done is to make from the segments a piece like this one, and to glue it to the bottom. And that takes a little bit time to make one of these. So to have it smooth and nice on a front side, on a surface that you normally see, you don't see the bottom in here, except when you open it. But if it is filled with candy or whatever, you don't see it, and whoever is your visitors, they will look the outside less than the inside, but it do look good in inside. So I'm gonna now finish this one to shape this outside and the inside, and then I will put oil on it, and that will not take too long time to do and to finish this one. And see you next time. Thanks for watching. This is Kurre's wood turning shop, or in Finnish Kurren puupaja.